What is up, Shadow Zone fans? This is your ghost host with the most, Brian James. With me always, my PIC, my partner in crime, Mr. Eldon McInville.
Hey, what's up, brother? What's going on, man? You know, I've been hearing some rumors backstage, bro. Something about a partnership going on, and I kind of figured we'd blow the whistle on this thing and maybe stir up some worms. What do you think?
Ooh, there's two reasons why I like worms. Number one, when I was a kid, they was good eating. And number two, they're really good for fishing.
I was going to say, man, I like worms in the fact that I can fish with them, but I don't know that I'm going to be eating any worms, brother. You got more gut than I've got.
Oh, man, when I was a kid, I used to dip them some bitches in ketchup, and I'd slurp them right down.
You know, I think we need them just to catch some of that catfish. We throw some of that cornmeal batter on them, man, and throw them in a deep fryer, and I think that's pretty good eating with some hush puppies and some barbecue coleslaw, man, and we got a hell of a good dinner going.
Hey, there you go. There you go. Christina says hello. Well,
What's up,
hello.
Christina? How you doing? So what do we got going on tonight, Brian? So help me out. Where are we going in this?
Oh, man. Well, we happen to have a couple people in the back, and we possibly talked about pairing up with these individuals. Hello, Keith Evans. How you doing, brother?
What's up, Keith? How you doing, bro?
Christina says, "Yum." Exactly. That's what we're talking. Good old Southern cooking. Talking about Southern cooking, man. Aren't these boys we talking about from the South?
Somewhere down there. I don't know. Florida, I think. Georgia.
No. What was it? Oklahoma?
I don't know. You know, somebody calls them the Carolina boys, and I think we ought to just keep them in North Carolina where they belong. And I think we'll let them kind of go a little bit about what's going on with them and who they are. So why don't we go and bring them out there and introduce them to everybody, and that way they can introduce themselves and what they're doing.
Brother, that's the best idea you've had all week.
So why don't we bring out Brian Horton, co-founder, and Robert Humphreys, his partner in crime. Robert Humphreys here with PD Region Paranormal. So how you doing, guys? You're on mute there, guys, so you know that. There we go. There we go. Now they're off of mute. I think we can all hear them now. How you doing, fellas?
Good. How you doing?
All right. So PD Region Paranormal, that is out of Rockingham, North Carolina. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
That's now, correct. Do you guys just stick around North Carolina, or do you go in all over that region? South Carolina, Georgia, Virginia, and all in all them parts.
We go all the way up to Ohio.
All the way up to Ohio. There you go. So they definitely travel. So
sorry, Eldon, go ahead.
So you got a couple other fellas that we got on tonight, a couple of your crew. One we call him your senior investigator. Is there a reason we call him senior investigator and not lead investigator, Robert?
Yeah, he's the senior of the group, and he surpassed lead investigator status. He really deserves co-founder status with us.
Look at her ears.
I got it. Probably there's more work involved and more headache than he probably wants to deal with, I'm imagining.
Yep,
and I wouldn't blame him not one bit.
Yeah, we made him the senior, so he pretty much just does whatever he wants and keeps us in line pretty much.
Well, I'd certainly like to meet him. Y'all mind if we bring him out along with you? That way he can kind of help y'all out and tell us who you are and what you do.
Bring him on.
All right, here he comes, Mr. Rick Horton.
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing, Rick?
Now, boys, I was hoping you could help us with this here. I've been hearing this rumor going around the past couple of days about some team called Global and some team called PD, and they're supposed to be collaborating or something. Can y'all clear this up for me?
Greatest thing since cornbread.
Yes, sir.
Possibility.
It's a blessing.
So Elvin, why don't you crack open the news and let everybody know what's in the bag?
Well, I think I'm going to first start out with on the 27th of March. That's a Sunday. We're going to be debuting our Parathrash podcast. And what this is, it's a mixture of the paranormal and the wrestling circuit. Now, Brian hasn't had a co-founder, or I'm sorry, not a co-founder, a co-host for this particular show because yours truly couldn't tell you anything about wrestling. However, we do have a wrestler that, you know, he's a big old boy just like Brian. I think they're right about the same size. They're 6'4", 6'5", I believe. If I'm wrong, this man's definitely going to correct me because I'm glad he's on our side. I'll just say that for him.
Really? Who is it? Who is it?
Well, you know, being in the Army, we had things called tanks and artillery and things like that. And we didn't like messing with tanks too much. And, you know, this guy, he calls himself a tank. And I'll tell you, I have to believe him. And matter of fact, I'm going to bring him out and let y'all meet him and kind of let him talk to you a little bit about what he does and his experience in the wrestling circuit and what he expects to do as a co-host with you there, Brian. And you can add with him if you want.
Well,
How we doing, Tank?
I'm doing good. How about y'all?
Not too bad, man. Not too bad. So definitely the 27th of March, we're definitely coming out with Parathrash. Here is your two hosts for that. Brian, we call him the Drunken Tickler. That's kind of a joke, guys. That's his name. And then we got Tank here. He's looking at being the co-host here. So we have two very avid wrestlers. They love the wrestling circuit. They got it in their blood. They do it. They've been there. They've been in the ring. They've gotten their butts whooped, and they've whooped a bunch of butts. And they're ready to bring you guys a heck of a show as of 27th. Brian?
Oh,
hell yeah. Now, Tank, all I got to know is, are you ready?
Hi.
are you ready?
Oh, yes, sir. I'm ready to lock horns and get thrashed, a good old-fashioned power bomb in the spirits, my brother.
Oh yeah.
Now, I got to know, what was your finishing move in the wrestling circuit?
Well, I had a couple. I don't know. It's about like the Big Boss Man Slam, but I call it the Big Mac Slam.
Very nice.
And then I come off the top ropes and done a flip and landed onto like a power bomb.
Damn.
I ain't seen that
Man,
one yet,
that
Tank.
guy's coming off the top rope. Lord help you.
Yeah, no shit. See me, I'm known for the reverse choke slam.
Sweet.
So instead of grabbing them by their neck and slamming them down on their back, I grab them by the back of the neck and slam them down face first.
Oh yeah, I've seen that happen before.
And then my alternate was the clothesline from hell.
So, fellas, just so we know, they're letting out a little bit of this Parathrash right now. So we don't want to give the audience too much of the content for Parathrash, but we kind of give them a little bit of taste.
And the
So-
great thing about that show is going to benefit the wrestling fans and the paranormal fans. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, so as you guys can see with Brian James and the Tank, I think we're going to have a lot of knowledge put out there between both the paranormal and the wrestling circuits, and it's just going to be really cool to watch, man. I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
So moving on, we have another matter at hand that we're bringing out, and I'm going to let Robert take this one here. We're actually coming out for another benefit, not just for us, but also for our fans and for other organizations out there. And so that would be, Robert, can you talk to me a little bit and tell us what this is all about?
That right there is Paratech Laboratories. And that is going to be I guess you would call it another division of Global and PD. And the objective of this division is to create the same equipment that y'all have been using for many, many years that you pay a lot of money for, but we're going to create it for a way cheaper price than you can get it anywhere else. And we're going to make it ourselves. We're going to ship it ourselves. It's going to be quality products, portals, REM pods. There's going to be so much stuff that we're going to be diving into, and it's going to be a lot of new equipment. That's our main goal, is not just create old equipment. We want to come out with something new.
Now, how is the quality going to be any different than what we're used to seeing, Robert?
Well, the quality is going to be different because, number one, I don't play when it comes to quality. If I wouldn't have it, I don't expect anybody else to have it. You shouldn't see any wires showing. You shouldn't see any defaults in it, and it should perform and do what it's supposed to do without any glitches. And I could go on all day about the frequencies and stuff, but we'll get into that in a different time.
Right.
But there's a lot of things coming to Paratech.
Hey, Mr. Eldon,
Yeah.
should we just hop right to it and let the fans know what's going down?
Go ahead and let them know what's going down, clown. I'll sit back and watch the show.
You see, Mr. Eldon got a hold of me about 9 o'clock this morning, and we talked with Mr. Robert and Mr. B over here for, before I got off the phone, it was 4 hours and 36 minutes. You long-winded bastards. But long and short of it, folks, you're looking at a supernova of a paranormal team now, as we have combined forces. And I, for one, am excited for it, and I can't wait to see where this is going to go.
So to clear up what Brian's saying is, again, PD Region Paranormal and Global United Paranormal Foundation, we're not merging. That is not what's happening. We're still separate entities. We're still separate organizations. However, we are working closely together. We are partnering together. We're going to have a partnership closer than anybody's really ever seen before. We're sharing a lot of aspects that we have amongst each other's organizations with one another, including anything that we might gain as far as example, Paratech Laboratories. Paratech Laboratories is owned mutually by Global and by PD Region Paranormal. So we're all going in this together to help one another and to help you, the investigators out there that looking for equipment a lot cheaper than you've been able to find it. So it's not just a benefit for our foundations and our organizations, it's a benefit for everybody out there. So that's what this is all about. That's just one piece that we're getting involved in. We'll be doing joint investigations with one another. We're going to be out there putting some content, some video content, where they're going to be putting theirs together. We're going to be putting ours together. This is all a mutual foundation point for both organizations, but it's not a merger. So just to make that clear with everybody.
And if anybody's got a problem with that, you just bring it up with Global and regional PD security team, me and Tank.
Yeah, we ain't messing with that.
Nope.
That right, big boy.
If they ain't down that, we got 2 words for you.
And I won't say it on air.
So what do you have to say, Brian? You're kind of quiet over there, man. Sporting that cool shirt. I love that shirt, man.
Oh yeah, we'll get you one from Fred. Yeah, I like where this is going. We working together to do what we love doing, to help people out, and I'm ready to see where we're going to take the paranormal field from here. Just go beyond belief from here.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, Rick,
Yes,
we need to get you a fedora, sir.
I know that.
We need to get you a fedora replaced. I commend you for what you did with your old one, man. But we need to get you a new one.
I might have to find one.
We have you
I
this
never
weekend.
heard the story. What happened to your old fedora?
Well, my aunt is 92 years old. She has went through 2 strokes, a breast cancer. Now she's got brain cancer. She's lost her hair, and she liked wearing it, so I gave it to her.
You know, that's a very honorable and commendable thing there, brother. That
It
is
means a
awesome.
lot to me. The guys picked at me for wearing it, but they see that the old man came through.
We'll pick on you if you don't wear it. So you know.
So we got something going on Saturday, guys. Who's got gun range? Is that you, Robert, or you, Brian?
What's that?
Hang on, let me mute him for a minute. We're getting a lot of reverb on that wind. So we got a big event coming up on Saturday, and so who actually organized that? Was that both of you there, Brian and Robert, or was that one of you who arranged that?
A little bit of both of us.
Both of you. Can you tell us a little bit about it? What's going on with you guys on Saturday?
On Saturday, on March 19th, we're going down to Wilmington. We've set it up. We're going to investigate the USS North Carolina BB-55 from whenever they close that afternoon until 7:30 that next morning. Be
Nice.
all night, so it's going to be a good time.
Nice, and we're going to have that live right here on Shadow Zone Podcast for everybody, and we're going to be right there with them and watching what happens. So, you know, if we see something in the background, something on their videos, a lot of times, you know, they'll be there live and they won't see something, but we can catch it on video so we can make them aware of what we're catching. So that's going to be cool to watch that live with you guys, man.
Yeah, we love that. When we do a lot of our stuff, we do it live because that's where we get all of our fan base and followers, and people don't get to go investigate and they get to see how we do it and kind of be part of it. And like you said, sometimes they can see something we don't see or hear something we don't hear. So
absolutely. And to see how Brian's doing with his win. There we go.
Now, Hank, we got an interesting message here for me and you, buddy. Keith wants to know, when will the tank versus the drunken tickler take place?
Anytime, any place, anywhere, any day.
I like it.
Yes,
You
sir.
bring the beer, and I'll bring the ring.
I prefer we tag up.
Man, somebody better bring the ribs.
Brian, man.
hey, I can be the lawyer. I was a tank's lawyer one time, so hey. They started throwing chairs and shit, so I decided to get out the ring.
So, guys, it looks like we got three of our members in here. DVS. This here is Anna. She's one of our newer investigators, and her sister Donna. She's also an investigator with us here at Global. And then we've got Miss Sherry. Sherry's more of a researcher for us. She's also an investigator. She does a phenomenal job in monitoring our DVR systems and things, keeps that all in line. So she does a very good job at that. So we got three of our investigators here watching with us too, guys.
Nice to meet all y'all.
Nice to meet you.
We got Andy right there. So that's one of you guys' folks there with PD Region Paranormal. What's up, Andy? How you doing, man?
Andy's going to be the one helping us lead up Paratech.
Outstanding.
This call signs the paper boy.
The paper boy.
Yeah, he's on amateur radio with me.
That's pretty cool considering y'all don't have the paper anymore in Rockingham, do you?
No, we got everything electronic now.
Yep, absolutely.
This is a phenomenal site right here. I'm looking at how many people are watching, and we haven't had 10 solid people watching in quite a while. So y'all are good for podcast.
Nice.
Well, we got some pretty big information getting out there tonight. With this particular joining forces, it's pretty big, not just for us, but for the fans, for other organizations too that were coming their way. And it's just going to be a good thing, I think, all around for everybody.
Absolutely. I do have a question though. With us, wanting to get into North Carolina, are y'all gonna be coming and seeing us in Arizona?
Hey, never say never.
We'd
I'm
love
game.
to.
Yep, we game.
Hey, I'm game.
Nice
You-
place. I've been there.
We just gonna have to really get some tranquilizers, guys, because the drunken tickler and Tank, they don't like to fly. So we're gonna have
we
to
ain't got to fly.
definitely
We can drive.
we're gonna definitely have to tranquilize these guys.
It's going to take a cow tranquilizer for me, though.
Yeah, I'm right there with him. It's gonna take a good horse tranquilizer to get my butt on a plane.
That or get me drunk one.
We'll just knock them out and put them in the cargo hold, and we'll be good.
Yeah, give me some of that good old Fireball moonshine, and I think I'll be all right.
That's right.
Right.
Work.
Yeah, like Robert said earlier, you give him a shot of that, and he won't know if he's flying or walking.
That's right.
Huh?
There's Sherry trying to build up our social media. There you go. Absolutely. Thank you very much, Sherry. Good job.
Atta girl.
Get
Take
it.
the stress off of me. So, how long y'all been doing this?
Me and Brian both are going on 26 years.
Wow. Now that's a long time to be in the field. Like, how did you guys get your start?
Well,
Bear
Go
Branch Cemetery. So we started because me as a young kid, I always find myself in the library checking out books on ghosts and the paranormal stuff and reading up on it. I was always interested in it. Then, after my grandfather died, I was over at their house and heard a dog barking, looked at the chair, looked up, and I seen him staring at me. And I've been intrigued ever since and been rolling since then.
What about you, Robert?
well, same way, Bear Branch Cemetery. It's a local cemetery here in Richmond County, and our whole childhood, all we could hear was our older brothers and cousins and family members and friends. That's all they talked about because they would go out there and investigate it and catch things and bring it back to us. And then, I've always been the type of person, you can show me a picture all you want, but I got to experience it. So once we got our license, first place we hit was Bear Branch. Old Motorola Razor flip phone and a flashlight, and had our first paranormal experience out there. Well, I ain't gonna say the first, but the first one we could document. And my grandmother lived in a place where a lot of strange things happened that we couldn't ever explain, and I was always, most kids would hide under the cover and just kind of hide from it or ignore it, but I was the one that was up in the middle of the night walking around trying to see what it was. And it's just something that I've always done. And my big thing is debunking. I love to prove stuff wrong. If you tell me your house is haunted, I'm going to find 5,000 reasons that it's not.
Mm-hmm.
And if I can't find the reason why it's not, then I will lean into the paranormal, and that's where Brian comes in. And then Brian's in there trying to figure out what's actually going on.
Well, you started off like I started off there, good sir. I started off with the good old fashioned flip phone and a flashlight myself. Mr. Rick, what's your story?
Well, my son Brian, he got in a little small group about 15 years ago, and we did Fort Fisher in North Carolina. And I kind of got hooked in and decided I'm going to keep doing it with my son so we'll have something to do in common. And I've enjoyed it ever since.
Very nice. And what about you, Tank? What's your story, buddy?
Well, I've been in about 4 years going on now, and me and Rob are cousins, and he invited me to go one night, and I went with him, and I've been stuck with him ever since.
Hey, Rob, you should tell that story that you let me and Eldon know about Mr. Tank's first brush in with the paranormal.
We'll let Tank tell you. Tank, tell them about your first Estes challenge.
When I pissed in my britches,
When you about broke the handrails out the concrete.
oh yeah, nah, we was they put blindfolded me and put some earphones on me, and I was trying to go out and listen to what the radio was trying to say, and
He was using the SB11.
then next thing I know, Brian comes tapping on my shoulder, and I just jumped.
he about tore them bandages all the way out the floor.
Good thing. I got it on camera.
Yeah, it's on our YouTube page. So
Tore
y'all
the-
check it out. PD Region Paranormal YouTube page.
Tore the railing right out of the floor.
So
I see it. That was a really good investigation.
Keith Evan wants to know that if we become tag team partners, what's our tag name gonna be?
I don't know. That's a hard one. I don't know. What you think?
I was kind of thinking vicious and delicious. Yeah, you're meaner than hell, and I just make everything look good.
Hey, that's fine with me.
That's awesome.
Oh,
Nah, I'm kidding. Nah, that name's already been taken. Yeah, good old Scott Norton and Buff Bagwell. I don't know. That's gonna be something we're gonna have to think about, Keith Evans. We'll let you know on the debut of Parathrashed.
The
So
drunken tank.
the drunken tank. Hey, there you go, the drunk tank. So, what was your guys' one moment where you said, "Oh shit," and crapped your pants in an investigation?
I've never really had a moment like that. I have had a moment to where it got pretty physical and it was a little scary, but more concerned of my partner's well-being than anything else. And that was whenever Brian got jacked up and slung through the wall up at St. Albans Sanatorium.
You should have been watching more. So damn funny, dude.
Holy crap, he did.
So damn funny.
Yep. I had it coming though.
So what about you, Rick? What was the scariest moment for you?
I guess it's St. Albans. Yeah, that's about the scariest one I've had. There's so much that goes on there that you never know what's going to happen.
Gotcha. What about you, Tank?
St. Albans. We were up on top floor, and Robert told me to go put the camera over in another room, and Goat Man was stomping back and forth, and yeah.
Now, that, Robert, was the story I was waiting for you to tell, buddy.
Yeah. I just wish you could have been there. That was one of those moments where you had to be there to see his facial expression. Whenever I looked at him, and we hear something running up and down the stairs, and it was loud, and whatever it was sounded like it was dragging its foot, and I looked at Tank. I was like, Tank, take this camera and put it over there at the stairwell. And his eyes got bigger than dinner plates when he turned around and looked at me. And then whenever he started to go over there, you can ask Pops. He wasn't walking. He was tiptoeing.
He sure was tiptoeing and looking around the corner. The flashlight went first.
Yeah.
That's
What
Yeah.
about you, Evan?
What's that?
What about you? What has been your scariest moment?
I can't say that I've had a scary moment, man. I mean, I've been startled a few times, but not really something I'd say scared, really.
Yeah, mine would have to be we were in Riverside Cemetery waiting for the guy to show up to sign our contracts so we could be in the cemeteries at night. And me and my buddy James, who weighed about 480, and my buddy Rick was about $120, and we decided to go into the mausoleum and check it out. And we just heard this big bang. So, like Scooby Doo and the gang, we just decided to go investigate it. We get down these stairs and halfway down the hallway, and we hear the bang again. Well, we get all the way down to the bottom floor of the mausoleum, and the only thing in front of us is a wall, and then there's a room off to the side with a curtain. And we get over there to that curtain, and right as we start opening it, we hear the bang, and it was louder than hell. And my 480-pound investigator ran faster than my 120-pound investigator. We all took off outside the mausoleum, and I mean, we're laughing our asses off because we got so scared. And we walk around the corner. Come to find out, it was the sprinkler, and it was hitting the window every once in a while. That had to have been the freakiest moment I've had to date.
That story that he just told me, Brian, reminds me of Colonel Cobb. When we were out investigating and the coyotes was coming through the woods, and we heard something, but we didn't know what it was. And when they got to the edge of the woods, he let out a growl, and Brian heard him, and Brian said, "Oh, shit, coyote." By the time Brian turned around and looked, him and Andy started running. I had already ran to the truck, got the gun out the truck, and was standing there with my gun in my hand. Biggest guy at the group, and I outran every one of them.
Wow. So, gentlemen, does anybody know what this place here is?
Oh, yeah, St. Albans.
This would be the location you guys are referring to.
Yes, sir.
Exactly right.
Most haunted place on the East Coast, without a doubt.
If you ain't never been, you need to go.
That's our home away from home.
Judging by the
If you really, honestly, truly want a paranormal experience, that is the place to get it.
Judging by the look of that building, I'd have to say it was built, correct me if I'm wrong, I'd say about late 18 to early 1900s.
I believe so.
Yes. Yes, it was.
Looks between 1890 and maybe 1932.
That's a big stretch, Brian.
Yeah.
How many rooms does that place have?
A bunch. We don't even know. We haven't really investigated every one of them yet. It's so big.
Oh, wow. That definitely sounds like a spot where Global and PD need to team up.
Yes, sir.
They've actually uncovered a few rooms that they didn't have before.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
That place where you start investigating it, you get a hot spot, the place you didn't before, or maybe active in one spot. You get stuck in that one spot, interacting with the spirits there. You just forget about going to other places. You stay in that one spot the whole time.
Oh, wow. So what's the history behind it?
It started off as a Lutheran school for boys, and then after that, it went to a sanatorium, and it's been that way ever since. I think it shut down in 2008 maybe.
Yeah,
Sure.
it was in 1916. The two buildings were connected by a corridor, and 56 acres is the property that it's on, and it was privately owned by St. Albans Sanatorium. and it was operated by physician James J.C. King, and it was to treat patients with mental and nervous disorders. And the treatments that they received there was not good at all. I mean, you talking about electroshock therapy and a lot of bad stuff that shouldn't have happened.
Lobotomies, and they also did what they call that
Where they
insulin
freeze you.
insulin dose coma or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was very, very bad, and a lot of deaths. I mean, a lot of deaths. The janitors that they had working there was raping people and killing people, and I mean, it started the boys' school first, and the boys' school. The story behind that was, and correct me if I'm wrong, Brian, but they were very competitive in sports, and
Yep, they were.
I mean, really, really competitive. And the coach, he drove the kids so hard they actually encouraged bullying to toughen these kids up. And it got so bad where the bullying turned physical and people started really seriously getting hurt. And that's whenever the state come in and just shut it down. And then it became the sanatorium.
Oh, wow.
Then the land too also had a lot of Native American things going on. Civil War. I think there was some type of massacre there too, called the Draper's Hill Massacre, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, the history on that place is just crazy. And when you investigate it, trust me, you see every bit of that history. Excuse me, from all aspects.
That's correct.
Hey, see, I've had one extremely haunted house and an extremely haunted what is it? Masonic temple and a somewhat haunted hospital. And unfortunately in 8 years that's the only real major stuff I've experienced. So I mean I'm really looking forward to having that final oh crap moment, you know, and experiencing something huge.
Right.
The St. Albans will definitely give you that.
Yes, it will.
Old South Pittsburgh Hospital will too.
Very nice. And where is St. Augustine located?
St. Albans is in Radford, Virginia.
Good old Virginia.
Yeah, I think it's right there close to the West Virginia line, about an hour from it.
Nice.
Virginia has a lot of paranormal places that's really good to go to.
There's also another one we're trying to look at it going to. It's probably about an hour from St. Albans. It's the what's it called? Sweet Springs Asylum. It's a whole lot bigger than St. Albans.
Okay.
Sweet Springs Asylum, it ranks up there close to Waverly Hills Sanatorium.
Ooh. Now I've heard stories about Waverly.
Yeah, we'd love to go there, but you know how that goes these days. They're getting outrageously in price and getting in there and the stuff they're trying to do to get rid of the place.
That's exactly right. And, you know, like St. Albans, we were in it, you know, they're going to make their money off of it regardless. But, you know, $1,500, I think it was 15 or 18 for the whole weekend, you know, but that's day and night, you know, we get it for the whole weekend and we even sleep in there.
That's awesome.
Take your air mattress, throw it in the floor and blow it up. Pick your spot.
No bubble wrap.
Yeah. I won't never forget that night. Give me 1 second.
What's the history of the battleship you guys are doing?
Me, I don't do too much history on it. I like to go in there blind and see what happens. I do know that it was in every major battle of World War II, and I believe it got hit by torpedoes, I believe, on the right side by Japanese. I think maybe 5 sailors died. They say it's really active, so we go on in, guns ablaze, and see what happens.
Out of pepper. That's the way to do it.
And hopefully, me being tied with the Navy, hopefully I get a lot of interaction and things. Throwing a bunch of Navy lingo around, see what happens with that too as well.
Now, do you still have your Navy uniform?
I got it, but I probably can't get my leg in it right now. That's how small it is.
Daisy.
St. Albans Sanatorium is located in Radford, Virginia. Pulaski County.
St. Augustine is what?
Florida. It's in
Florida, yeah.
No, stop it. We're not talking about.
Yeah, I for one can't wait to watch you guys do the battleship for sure.
It's gonna be a great time.
Yeah, and the fact that you guys are gonna be live on StreamYard doing it as well is gonna be even better.
Yeah, I'm just hoping that big old ship that we still got good reception in there with some places.
Yeah, I could see you guys not having good reception, as you go deeper down in there.
Deeper down in there.
Deep in the bowels.
Well, we're gonna have multiple streams rolling, so hopefully we'll get some good stuff.
Liam is going to get.
Absolutely.
He's going to go get.
So what do you guys have planned for the future? What can our fans look forward to?
More of us going live and building the paranormal community and building this family and partnership we're building right now. So
they're gonna see global and PD blow up. That's what's coming.
Oh yes, global and PD gonna kick some ass and take some names. That's for sure.
That's
right.
Yeah. And what people don't realize with this partnership that we're doing, anybody in the paranormal field that don't understand para-unity is probably in the wrong field, because without para-unity, there's no way you're going to reach your goals. Me and Brian alone can't reach our goals. Even with Tank, Pops, and Andy and our whole team, we will never reach our goals. We pull y'all in as a sister group, and we try to put all of our knowledge together. I still can't tell you we're going to reach our goals, but we're going to have a better shot at getting our goals together as one than separate. And that's the whole purpose behind this unity that we're trying to form here, is to get all the teams on the same page, because we're all looking for the same thing.
Forgot about more than you'll ever do.
Yeah, I couldn't have said it better myself, man. I mean, para-unity is very important, standing united as one is going to be the only way that any of us are going to accomplish our big goals in life.
That's exactly right. And me and Brian says it on a lot of our lives, any team that's out there that's just getting started, or they're having trouble with equipment, having trouble finding places to investigate, or they just need somebody to talk to or help them look at a piece of evidence or advice or whatever, that's what we're all here for, man. Call us, email us, go to our Facebook page, get up with anybody in global or PD, and we're going to be there for you. That's what it's about, is helping fellow team members. So anybody out there has any problems or they need somebody to talk to or help, they got multiple ways to get up with all of us.
Absolutely. Like I said in previous podcasts, and if anybody out there that watches this, they're on YouTube, they're just starting out, they want to transition over to Facebook, get a hold of us. I've built numerous group pages. I've built numerous fan pages. I've helped teams gather up fans in their group. We'll go to the ends of the earth for anybody.
to piggyback off of what Robert said too, if you need help, in the paranormal area, you got questions, you need somebody to come in and help you out. They're in North Carolina, we're in Arizona. If you're in other places, we are developing a directory of teams that we work with in our network, and we're getting that up on the on our website currently as we speak. It's not completed yet; it's work in progress. It'll continue being work in progress. But you can go to our website, look under Contact Us, click on the directory, locate a team in your area that can help you out, and you're going to be able to get some help that way too.
And this directory, folks, let me tell you what, we have put in a lot of hard work. I personally have put in a lot of man hours, a lot of days, and there's so far going to be over 130 teams throughout the U.S. in this directory.
Yeah, we've got a few of them hitting on the international side as well. So we've got some over the UK and some other areas too as well.
Yeah, we've got Northumberland, we've got Canada, and we're working hard every day to get this directory out for not just the clients, but for, other teams to network with each other, for the fans to come check out all these other teams' YouTube or Facebook pages,
That's it.
And, I love the fact that we're all working together for the same goal.
That's it. And as far as new teams out there, if you're new and you're trying to get in the field and you want to get on a directory, you get your team established and you want to get on the directory, get up with the guys at Global and let them talk to you and see if we can get you on the directory, because we might not have nobody in the area that you're in. So it'll help us out a whole lot.
Absolutely.
Yep, we might not have, but one or two teams in that area, and either one of them teams can't reach a certain area and you're in that area, man, hit us up.
That's just like us. We try to cover the PD area. Our name, PD region, came from the area we live in. It is called the PD region. And basically it's the PD border belt if you look it up on a map. Mm-hmm. And it covers some of Virginia, some of Tennessee, North Carolina, South Carolina, parts of Georgia, wherever the PD River runs, it's in a big loop. We try to maintain that whole area, and we're pretty much the only team in this area. There's a couple of teams listed, but you don't ever see nothing out of them or hear nothing out of them. But if there's any team in this area, get up with us. We'll be glad to talk to you.
Yeah, para-unity, get together and work together as a group. Because each team has their own ways of investigating.
I've not seen two people investigate the same way.
No.
And that's not saying one's right and one's wrong. Everybody's got their own style. Me and Brian's been investigating for 20 years together, plus years, and our styles are completely different. Completely different. But when you merge those two styles together, you get one hell of a force.
You know what I just figured out?
When I get down to Arizona, I'm gonna have to teach that older than dirt over here how to properly investigate.
You see what happens, right? He opens his mouth, the foot, he seems to disappear. That's what happens to him. See, so
I love you too, Eldon.
Older than dirt. I love it. Let me tell you something. Good dirt makes the crops grow very well, bro. Let me tell you that. All right. So you can call me older than dirt all you want, and that's fine.
When you grow a decent corn cob out of that ear, then we'll know that theory's true.
Huh? What'd you say?
Exactly.
See, that's another thing that we're really enjoying for this merger, because when we watch paranormal shows on TV and on different platforms, everybody's so serious all the time. Look at my hair standing up. They're just that serious, that concentrated.
Oh no.
some of the best evidence we've ever caught is us standing around in a group, laughing and joking and cutting up. And, you know, we go on an investigation. We're not gung-ho Ghostbusters. I don't even want to hear that word. That's not us. We're not even really ghost hunters. We're researchers. And, you know, I don't know. We have a really, really good time when we go on an investigation. And if you watch any of our footage, it's already on or upcoming, you're going to see that. We're a bunch of clowns. We love to have fun, but we get down to business and do what's got to be done.
And you know that's the way it should be, you know, because if you're serious all the time on an investigation, it sucks the fun out of it. And you have to have fun in order to be successful.
Well, you got to think about it. If you dealing with a spirit that was a happy-go-lucky jokester like we were in life, how do you know they're not that way in spirit? They might interact with you more cutting the fool than they will you sitting there asking 10,000 questions in a serious voice. You have to change your approach. Every investigation is different. You have to continuously change your approach.
Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'll cut the fool sometimes. When you see me get serious, the shit just hit the fan.
Brian is very good on picking up. I ain't gonna say. I'm gonna say negative things. He is very good on picking negative things up. And if he tells you don't go in there or stay still, you can pretty much count on it because something's going to happen. And that's just why we get along so good. I mean, you can ask any one of the guys in our group. Brian is a great leader on an investigation. He is a great leader.
So definitely where we're moving, you know, and we've done a lot of talking already. I know Robert and I, man, we've had several hours of conversation now just over this last 5 days, and we've pulled B over there, Brian Horton, and the Drunken Tickler where we could, and to get it kind of up to what's going on here and get everybody kind of on the same sheet of music. And I know the direction we're going, man. Global has the back of PD Region Paranormal 1,000% and everything that we can do to help out. And I know we've got their support as well. And that's right. Exactly where we're going. And I think it's a good start to a very fabulous relationship between the two of our organizations. And again, it's not just for us. It's for our fans. It's for our clients. It's also for other friendly teams out there that we have that we're partnering with.
The best piece of advice I can give any other team out there is if you got the word group in your name, get it out, because there's no such thing as a group. If you don't make your paranormal team a family, you're not going to make it. I'm just being honest with you. The group thing is gone. There's no such thing as a group. You got to become a family. You got to pull together, and you got to have that person's back and be willing to take the bullet for that person. And you got to be on that level with each other to know pretty much what they're going to do and what they're thinking, and become a family to each other. And then it's going to get you to a point to where your investigations are going to go so much smoother because I don't have to worry about what they're over there doing. I already know.
That's right.
You know, think of things as a family, not as a group. And I'm telling you, things will, they will really, really improve.
I'll tell you what, Brian, if we get Eldon and Robert on an investigation, man, we're gonna have to keep them separate, man. These two talk on the phone like schoolgirls, man.
Oh Lord.
Well, when it comes down to business, you got to have all your ducks in a row, your T's crossed, and your I's dotted. And Eldon had globals. He's got global in his hands, and he don't want anything to go wrong for global. Just like I had PD Region in my hands, and I didn't want anything to go wrong for PD. So we had to make sure that everybody was going to be on the same page, and this was going to be a family. Because if it was going to be in a group, it wouldn't have never worked.
That's right. Absolutely.
And I'll tell you what, I may not know y'all personally, but I've talked to each and every one of you, and y'all are family to me.
Yes, sir.
Same here.
We're all a big family.
Well, I got no choice. They are my family, so I've got no choice.
But everything that's fixing to happen for all of our viewers, all I can tell you is stay tuned. I hope y'all enjoy it because there's going to be a lot coming. Fellow team members, there's going to be a lot for y'all. Teams that's out there, the equipment's coming. We promise you it's going to be there. And the prices are going to be reasonable. We're going to have new merchandise coming out, PD region and global and us together. There's going to be a lot of merch coming out.
Yep.
So stay tuned and, like Brian said yesterday, get on the wagon and ride with us. That's the only way we can do it.
That's right. Also, too,
right.
And thank you for the followers we have and the fan base we got going. That means a lot to us. So y'all watching us and supporting us. Keep supporting us. We'll keep doing y'all right.
That's right. Every person who's went on there and joined our page or liked our pages and liked our comments, commented, or shared them or anything. I mean, y'all don't know how much that means to all of us because without y'all, we wouldn't be here.
That's right. That's right.
And if we can get 1,000 subscribers, I'll tell you what, me and Tank, we'll go ahead and put ourselves on a Falls Count Anywhere hardcore match.
I'll be right back, okay?
That's right.
Hey.
And I think Brian and Robert, Rick and myself, and I think the rest of the crew, I think we're going to hold you to that there, Drunken Tickler.
That's right.
Oh, hell yeah. 2 big boys locking horns. I guarantee you it's going to be one hell of a
Big Mac and a quarter pounder.
And I tell you what.
That's right.
I'm going to get Tank to get up with Shannon Moore, and we're going to let him be the referee.
Man, I don't know what the heck that would even look like. You figure a wrestling ring, you got 800 pounds of pure fury. That would be cool to watch.
I ain't lying.
David Taylor says, I can take Tank.
What's up, David?
All right, this weekend, come on, big boy.
Hey, yeah, that's right, David. You and Tank get to wrestle out on the beach Friday.
Yeah, Tank, I say we throw a 3-way.
Hey, that's fine with me.
Steel
Triple
chairs,
threat.
barbed wire tables. Oh, yes, my friend. We're going to have ourselves a good old time.
Well, we won't need a referee then. We just need one person that can count to 10 for the last man that don't get up.
Hey, y'all, just make sure you bring the barbecue. Just bring the barbecue, okay? I'm good.
Hey, I'll have me and you a picnic table and an umbrella on the side.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You just put me there, man, and I'll just watch it all unfold. Just
That's
give me that
right.
barbecue and I'm good. I think me and Rick will just sit over at the table. Y'all can have fun.
Yeah, we'll sit there and watch them.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, David says, no, just me and him.
What's up there? Who we got? Matt Barron. What's up, dude? Good to see you, bro.
All right. Well, if it's just you and David there, Tank, I guess I'll be the special guest referee. I can count to 7, so that works, right?
Yeah.
That'll work. That'll work.
We're going to let Pops be the special enforcer.
Exactly.
From the table with the umbrella on it. Don't forget, guys. You're gonna be at the table with the umbrella.
That's right.
That's it.
We'll be by the barbecue and the cooler, and we'll just kind of spectate from over there.
Yeah, I can't wait.
We'll have our rocking chairs over there.
There you go. That's what I'm saying.
I can't wait to hear David and Tank get together this weekend because he also was a wrestler, so it's going to be interesting seeing them two this weekend. Be a lot of wrestling talk, I'm sure.
Yeah, Keith Evans says we need to make it a live stream match.
Hey, Robert.
Yeah.
Was David Taylor the one you were talking to me about from the other team?
Yeah, he's from Our Haunted Lives.
David Taylor, I need you to get a hold of me, buddy. I want to bring you on to Parathrashed. I think me, you, and old Tank could have ourselves a good 2-3 hour podcast about paranormal and wrestling. But don't forget, too, it's going to be more about just paranormal and wrestling. We're going to talk about movies. We're going to talk about music. Whatever just comes up, kind of comes up.
Hey, Brian, you know what? Something I want to talk about for a minute, Brian.
Well, yes, sir.
Well, as our banner is scrolling across, we've got to talk about that awesome platform, brother.
Are you talking about that platform that's just geared towards the paranormal?
You know the one that's drama free, unlike Facebook.
Oh man, you must be talking about that. Is it No, it's not Paranet. Is it? No, it's not Paracom. Oh yes, that Parapost network.
That's correct. There you go. Parapost Network. Talk to us a little bit about Parapost Network.
Oh man, you can go on there and it's nothing but paranormal for the paranormal. You can download the app on the Google Play Store. It's free. Works on Apple iOS. It works on Android. It works on laptops, computers, tablets. And here's the cool thing. If you don't want to download the app, just go to parapost.net.
Outstanding, outstanding. We ought to check that out. I think I'm already on that particular platform. How about you, Robert? Are you on that platform?
I am.
Absolutely. That's a fabulous platform, man. So,
And Robert, if you can, sir, when this podcast is over, shoot me David Taylor's info so I can get a hold of him, please.
All right. Yeah, he just put a message up there for you to DM him.
Yeah. And
all
most
right.
definitely.
So, we got anything else you want to put out there, Brian, or you think we pretty much got this covered, man?
Well, let's see here. We covered the partnership. We covered Parapost. Well, does anybody want to talk about how Texas has better barbecue than North Carolina?
That's a lie.
That's a lie.
That ain't even going to happen.
You see what happens when he talks out of turn, y'all? He just goes away. He'll eventually learn.
I'm just kidding, boys. I know North Carolina's got the best barbecue. But, yeah, I think we covered everything, boys.
Outstanding. Well, Melissa says hello, everybody.
Hello,
Melissa.
All right. Uh-oh. I think somebody begs to differ with that.
Oh, Lord.
Uh-oh. I think the drunken tickler offended.
I take it David don't like North Carolina barbecue. Or either he's saying it is the best.
That's funny.
There's a place in Darlington, South Carolina that we go to eat when we investigate that way, and we took David up there with us. And it's called Hobbs Barbecue, and it's pit barbecue. And they say you can get like a dual plate. It'll be barbecue pork and barbecue brisket. Man, that place is amazing. If you've ever in that area, go by Hobbs Barbecue and try it. It is really good.
Now, you see, you just mentioned the magic word to my belly, sir.
Brisket.
You get me a big old brisket. Oh, man, I won't even talk for the next hour. I will be busy shoving my face.
Yeah. Brian can cook a really good brisket too now.
So PD Region Paranormal. So Melissa says, love the accents.
Thank you, ma'am.
Appreciate it. Just a bunch of
much.
Southern geeks.
Thank you.
That's right, David.
That's right.
Now, Melissa, they're just faking their accent. You know that, right? They're really from Canada.
What you talking about? What you talking about?
Yeah.
Outstanding. All right, guys.
I'm glad I ain't got a knockout button over here to cut him off. Nah, I'm just picking.
We could probably get that arranged, Robert. That wouldn't be very difficult, man.
You know, I will be buying more seats for people on the StreamYard. So here pretty soon you'll have the power, Robert.
Oh, no.
I wouldn't do you that way.
Nah.
Oh, forget you, Eldon. I don't want you to co-host anymore. Robert, you're new.
He keeps talking out of turn.
Power of the mind.
I just don't know if he'll learn sometime this year or not, but we'll figure it out by Christmas.
Oh Lord.
See, here's the great thing: is I can kick Eldon out of chair and put Robert in, no problem.
Oh wow!
But fellas, we just want to tell y'all thank y'all. We appreciate everything.
Yes, sir.
Everything's going great. We couldn't ask for it to be any better. Everybody seems happy. Everybody's getting along, and that's what makes it, man. We really appreciate it.
Oh yeah.
Definitely. I just wanted to say, I'm glad to be a part of the regional PD, and I'm glad you guys are a part of global, and the fact that we're going to be a big happy family is a very big thing, and best thing to know is I'm still the best looking one in the bunch.
I don't know. You ain't met Andy yet.
Andy Mac.
I'm just playing, boys. But
That's all right. You just wait till I get my fedora. You'll find out.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I'll
shit.
put that hat back on. It's over.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, I could see it. I could definitely see it. But the bald head though, you shine that up a little bit, man. I think you look phenomenal.
I'll go with the fedora. I think I like that better.
Yeah. I when I saw that video, Rick, with you guys on that investigation, I saw that fedora. I went, that is it right there. That is the face of PD region right there.
That's it. I tried to tell them, but they wouldn't listen.
The whole time he was doing his promo, saying this is Pops from PD, the hands was going, and you hear Brian in the background. Nope, cut.
Brian just wanted to do his Michael Jackson impersonation is what he wanted to do.
That's right.
If y'all would have caught me 10, 15 years ago, I knew the entire dance to Michael Jackson's Thriller.
That'd have been a sight to see right there.
You ain't lying.
Me and my sister, we recorded that video when we were like 8 or 9, and it took us like 6 months, but we knew every dance move to that video.
Mm.
And now I'm 38, fat, had too many concussions, and can't remember shit.
So for the viewers out there, don't be surprised. You go on to Global's website, you're going to notice PD Region Paranormal all over this thing. We're sharing out some of their sponsors to help get them a little bit more business, bring you guys some good product at a good price. You're also going to notice that we have them incorporated with our members under our member section. You're going to find them in the section that says PD Region Division. So it doesn't say that they're not owned or operated by Global. It's their own entity. We're just partnership, having a partnership together and partnering is what we're doing. So don't be surprised seeing all that stuff coming forward, because we are sharing aspects of each other's foundations with one another.
Exactly. And if you guys want to check out that website, it's www.globalunitedparanorm.com.
Parafound. That's Parafound.
Oh, Parafound. My bad.
I'll have to correct Brian.
This is why I told you Global United Paranormal Foundation was too long of a name.
It wouldn't let me, brother. I don't know what to tell you, so I did what I could.
I'll get the name right eventually.
We've done the same thing with our website. If you will go check out www.pdregionparanormal.com, or you can shorten it up to www.pdregion.com. Either one will go to the same website, and you'll see a lot of global stuff on there. Ours is still in construction phase right now, so it's not completed, but it will be completed probably after this weekend, because we got a busy weekend coming up.
Yeah, you do.
We were in the process of doing everything too. We've already got y'all's links up and active. So, everybody check out that page, our PD Region Paranormal Facebook page, PD Region Paranormal YouTube page. And we also got a group page that we got going on Facebook, which is PD Region Paranormal, which, by the way, just almost hit 400.
Also, too, we got TikTok. That's where you see me and Tank doing our shenanigans is on TikTok.
Yes, sir.
We're trying to talk Tank into doing that dead salmon challenge this weekend, where you put a bathing suit on and you just take off running down the beach and you just act like a dead fish and just jump in the air and hit the water, and you know it's going to be cold. So
Instead of a dead salmon, it's going to be a shamu. Say the whale.
you ain't right, boy.
I better scream a Free Willy.
Oh, Lordy.
I tried to talk. I told Brian that if Brian would do it, I would do it, but Brian refuses. So
No, been there, done that. Got the T-shirt.
I still might jump in there with Tank.
Hey, see, I like the water, but I'm afraid of what's in the water.
Ain't nothing but a little salt.
Oh yeah, nothing like a 15-foot great white that's just waiting to take a chomp out of one of us big boys. Or
Hey, Brian, I guarantee you, you jump your butt in that water, the scariest thing in that water at that time is going to be you.
yeah, probably I'll see my reflection, scare the hell out of myself, scream like a little schoolgirl, and go running the other way.
Well, see, you got a natural defense system. If you get in the water and you get scared, your body knows how to release certain things. It's gonna make everything just swim away. So you're good.
Hey, see, I do that every time I look in the mirror too. That's why I got the beard. Every time I look in the mirror, I get scared. The mirror breaks. I go off running. Yeah, it works.
All right, guys. So what do you say we end this thing? We'll meet you guys in backstage. And I want to thank all of our viewers for joining us tonight and checking us out and learning a little bit about what we got coming up. A lot of good things, man. Brian?
Yes, sir.
Take it from here, brother.
Well, all right. And as you guys know, we will be live and in color tomorrow night, 7 p.m. You will have Richard Guthrie with who's coming on, Elvin?
Well, I don't know who's coming on there, big guy. You're the one that arranges all that good stuff, bro.
Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle if I can't remember.
Shady Lanes Paranormal Society will be on tomorrow at 7 p.m. with Richard Guthrie.
See, that's why you got my back. And make sure to be on the lookout because the drunken tickler just might pop in.
All right, man. We'll see you next time.
Most definite. And don't forget it.